Hi everyone, in this video we're going to be taking a look at how to spot key techniques within a text. Now this is going to be really beneficial if you're studying level 1 or level 2 functional skills. This is just a sample lesson. If you do want the full version, join our membership and you'll have complete access to all the help, support and the complete lessons that we make for our masterclass. At the end of this video you'll be able to read an example email, identify some key language techniques in the writing, and finally evaluate your understanding of the key language techniques needed for functional skills level 1 and level 2. Now this is beneficial not just for writing but also for reading, so it's important that you keep coming back to these and revising them for your assessments. Now within this video there are at least 8 language techniques in the text. See if you can spot them all. If there's any that you think we haven't already identified, please give us a comment below and have a little bit of a discourse back and forth to share our ideas with each other. Look at the extract. Can you identify all of the language techniques? Hi mate, I just wanted to check in and let you know that I'm here for you after our last conversation. I know that it can be hard to eat right and exercise, but trust me, you'll be so happy when you get into a routine. Did you know that 90% of people from the age of 25 and upwards struggle with eating properly? Believe me, we've all been there. When you have so much to juggle from work, family commitments, and carving out a bit of time for yourself, it's understandable that things can get a bit overwhelming. One thing you should avoid is cutting out all the food you like straight away. Doing this is about as crazy as diving into the ocean when you're thirsty. What you could do instead is set manageable goals. Food can be tasty and tempting, but it's all about planning out your meals. So if you want to pause the video here and go through at your own time, please feel free to do so. There is quite a few techniques in this passage, so don't worry if it does take you a little bit longer to go through. We are going to jump ahead now in the next part of the video and go through the answers together. Fast feedback. Check your answers against the ones below. So on the left hand side then we have the same email that we've just read through, and on the right hand side we're going to start looking at the language techniques. So first of all then, the first one we have is where it says hi mate. Hopefully you've heard of this before. It's called colloquial language. It's also known as informal language, and it is quite the typical kind of thing that you would receive in an email because it is something that you normally exchange between friends and relatives, assuming it's an informal email. Next we have 90%, so that would be a statistic. Again, we're talking about one of our DeForest techniques that we've covered in some of our other videos. Then we have do you know that 90% of people from the ages of 25 and upwards struggle with eating properly? So it's important to realise that the whole sentence is actually the rhetorical question, not just the punctuation that we have at the end. So number 3 was rhetorical question. Next we have, we've all been there. So this is actually an opinion, another one of our DeForest techniques. And the reason why this is an opinion, because not everybody has actually struggled with eating properly. Right? A lot of us probably have, but it's just this person's opinion. If you think about it as well, in this kind of email, it's quite a good opinion to put out there. It shows that this is a relatable thing and that we've all kind of been through this similar kind of struggle as well. Next we've got juggle from work, family commitments, and carving out a bit of time for yourself. So number 5 would be a triplet or a group of 3, another DeForest technique. We've got the word overwhelming, so this would be emotive language. Again, another DeForest technique there. This is emotive language because it's invoking an emotional response. We're relating to that person and we can say that we understand that it's really easier said than done to completely change your lifestyle when you've got so many different things going on at once. Next we have, doing that is about as crazy as diving into the ocean when you're thirsty. So that would be a simile. So if we're using like or as to make a comparison, that would be a simile. And then the final one, we have tasty and tempting, which of course is alliteration. Now, as I said before, if there's any here that we haven't went over and you think you've spotted a few extra that you haven't mentioned, please do let us know in the comments. It's really good to have a little bit of a back and forth and a discussion. It really does help with our progress. In terms of our next lesson, we're going to be going over the following things. So we're going to recall the key skills needed for the writing assessment, understand how to approach a speech, and finally we're going to apply our understanding to an attempt at an exam style question. If you do want full access to this lesson, obviously this is just a sample, then please do consider joining our membership. Not only does it mean that you get access to additional lessons, but also we can provide you with some guidance and support throughout your course, be it on functional skills or GCSE English. If you need any additional support, the new videos will be added every single week. Alternatively, leave us a comment below or visit our partner channel, Bookworm Teaching, for more lessons and guidance on all things English. Thanks ever so much for listening, guys, and all the best for your work and revision in the future. Bye bye.